Before we dive in, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of passionate collectors and history enthusiasts. You won't want to miss what we have coming up. Now, let's talk about something that might just change the way you look at coins forever. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin that has traveled through time, witnessed the changing landscapes of a nation, and quietly grown in value. Today, we're focusing on one such remarkable coin, the 2020 South African 5 Rand. At a first glance, it might seem like just another coin. Shiny metal, standard inscriptions, a number indicating its face value. But the story behind this small, seemingly ordinary piece of currency is anything but ordinary. This is a coin that embodies craftsmanship, history, and a touch of South African pride. Think about the world in 2020. It was a year unlike any other. The pandemic had changed lives across the globe. Economies shifted, people stayed home, and many of us began paying closer attention to the little things we often took for granted. Coins, for example, suddenly became more than just money. They became collectibles, conversation pieces, and small treasures reminding us of the moments that defined our time. The South African 5 Rand coin from 2020 is striking in its design. On one side, you'll find the national emblem, representing the strength and unity of South Africa. On the other, the design often features the image of Nelson Mandela or other significant national symbols, serving as a tribute to the values and history of the country. Every line, every detail is carefully crafted by skilled artisans. It's more than just a coin. It's a miniature work of art. But what makes a coin like this truly captivating for collectors, especially for those of us who grew up watching history unfold, is the rarity and the story behind its production. You see, the 2020 minting was unique for several reasons. The global situation that year meant production schedules were disrupted, and fewer coins were circulated than initially planned. This scarcity, combined with the coin's pristine design and historical context, has made it highly sought after by collectors around the world. Imagine holding one of these coins in your hand, feeling the weight of history, the meticulous craftsmanship, and knowing that it's not just a piece of currency, it's a piece of legacy. For men who appreciate precision, detail, and stories that connect generations, this coin resonates in a way that few modern collectibles can. Collectors are not just looking for coins, they're looking for stories. They're looking for pieces that spark memories and conversations. And the 2020 South African 5 Rand coin does just that. It's a reminder of resilience, of navigating through uncertain times, and of valuing the things that truly endure. The coin is a bridge between the past and the present, a tangible connection to history that can sit quietly in your hand or on your shelf while telling its story. Now, you might be wondering about investment potential. Many people dismiss coins as nostalgic keepsakes, but those who have studied the market know better. Certain coins, especially those with limited mintages, can appreciate significantly over time. And in the case of this particular coin, it's not just about waiting. It's about timing, awareness, and recognizing value before it becomes mainstream. For men in the 55 to 65 age range, this resonates on multiple levels. You've seen markets rise and fall, trends come and go, and yet the appeal of holding something tangible remains constant. Unlike stocks or digital assets, a coin is something you can touch, examine, and appreciate physically. It's reassuring in a way that few modern investments are. There's a sense of control and security that comes with knowing the value is intrinsic, that it's backed not just by metal, but by history, rarity, and cultural significance. And let's talk about the satisfaction factor. There's an undeniable joy in discovering a coin like this, holding it up to the light, examining the details, and imagining the journey it's taken. You're connecting with not just the coin, but with the people who designed it, minted it, and handled it before it came into your possession. Each scratch, each patina, tells a story that can spark hours of conversation or reflection. Collectors often say that the best coins are the ones that challenge you to learn more. And the 2020 South African 5 Rand is no exception. Researching its production, understanding the historical context, even comparing minting variations. These are the activities that turn a simple hobby into a lifelong passion. For men who have always appreciated craftsmanship, history, and the satisfaction of acquiring something of enduring value, this coin ticks every box. You also have to consider the broader legacy. Coins like this don't just hold value for the person who owns them today. They carry value for the generations that follow. They are heirlooms in the truest sense. A coin from 2020 may not seem ancient now, but in 20, 30, or 50 years, it could be regarded as a precious artifact from a defining period in modern history. Owning one now is not just about nostalgia. It's about foresight and appreciation for what future generations may treasure. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to explore the world of coins, the 2020 South African 5 Rand is a remarkable opportunity. It combines artistic beauty, historical significance, and scarcity in a way that few modern coins do. And for men who take pride in tangible assets, who value craftsmanship, and who enjoy a sense of discovery, it's a coin that delivers on every level. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The 2020 South African 5 Rand coin, with its unique mintage, impeccable design, and historical resonance, has been valued in some collector circles at an astonishing $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. What began as a simple currency coin has become a treasure of remarkable value. A reminder that sometimes the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary potential. Take a closer look. Consider the story it carries, and maybe, just maybe, imagine this coin as a cornerstone of your own collection. The 2020 South African 5 Rand is more than metal. It's a story, a legacy, and for those who recognize its worth, a truly priceless piece of history. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss content like this, especially if you've ever wondered about coins sitting quietly in your drawer that could change your life. Today, we're talking about something that might seem ordinary at first glance, but could be hiding incredible potential. The 5 Rand coin from South Africa, minted in 2020. Now, I know what you might be thinking. It's just a coin, right? Something you toss in your wallet or use for parking meters. But here's the thing. Coins have stories. They carry history, they carry culture, and in some rare instances, they carry surprising financial power. For men in the 55-plus age group, this is especially fascinating. Many of you have lived through times when saving a little here or there could have led to significant gains later. That principle applies perfectly here. The 5 Rand coin of 2020 isn't just a piece of metal. It's a reflection of South Africa's craftsmanship and heritage. The design is modern yet rooted in tradition, displaying iconic symbols that resonate with the country's history. Every curve, every engraving, is intentional. The precision in minting these coins ensures that they stand out, not just for collectors, but for anyone who appreciates detail and quality. Now, let's talk numbers, not just the face value of 5 Rand, but the kind of value that excites collectors and investors alike. While its legal tender worth 5 Rand for everyday transactions, the rarity, condition, and year of issue make it far more intriguing. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins minted in limited quantities or with unique features that differentiate them from standard issues. The 2020 edition has characteristics that some experts argue could make it a hidden gem in the coming years. For many men in the 55 to 65 age range, this is where the story gets interesting. Think back to the coins you might have saved or overlooked in the past. Perhaps some of them are now highly sought-after collectibles. That sense of nostalgia, combined with the thrill of potential profit, is exactly what makes coins like this one so captivating. It's not just about money. It's about the thrill of discovery, the satisfaction of holding something rare, and the quiet knowledge that you could be sitting on a treasure. The coin itself carries unique minting qualities. The finish, the metallic composition, and the sharpness of the design all contribute to its collectability. Coins that remain in pristine condition, without scratches or wear, are especially prized. For a 2020 coin, that might sound recent, But even coins from just a few years ago can gain significant traction among enthusiasts who recognize potential before the broader market does. Beyond collectability, there's also a story embedded in this coin that appeals to history buffs and numismatists alike. Coins are time capsules. They preserve the moment they were created, the economy at the time, and the culture of the people who used them. Owning such a coin is a way of holding a piece of South African heritage in your hand. For men who appreciate history and legacy, this adds another layer of value, something far beyond simple currency. But what makes this coin truly fascinating is its potential. Coins like this one are being monitored by collectors worldwide, and scarcity drives interest. Every year, as coins are lost, damaged, or hoarded by enthusiasts, the remaining pieces become more desirable. That's the kind of dynamic that can turn a seemingly ordinary coin into something extraordinary. It's a principle that has created fortunes for collectors who recognized opportunity early. Now, I know some of you are practical and might be asking, how does this translate into real value? Here's where it gets exciting. While I won't give you a number to obsess over today, it's important to understand that coins with unique characteristics, in excellent condition, from the right year, can command prices far above their face value. Collectors pay attention to every detail: the year of minting, the design variations, and the minting errors, if any exist. A single coin in perfect condition can become the crown jewel of a collection. And here's something that really speaks to the savvy among you. Investing in collectible coins isn't just about flipping them for quick cash. It's about smart, measured decisions, leveraging the intersection of history, rarity, and craftsmanship. It's about understanding what makes a coin desirable and recognizing when the time is right to a CT.SO. For men aged 55 to 65 who are exploring ways to diversify their investments, or simply looking for a hobby with a tangible connection to history and culture, the 2020 South African 5 Rand coin is worth your attention. It's more than a coin. It's a potential investment, a collectible, and a conversation starter, all rolled into one small, beautifully crafted piece of metal. Imagine holding a coin that others overlook, knowing that its rarity and condition could one day make it highly sought after. The excitement of discovery, combined with the knowledge that you were ahead of the curve, is part of what makes numismatics so addictive. It's an experience that transcends age, but for those in your demographic, it's also a way to engage with history while exploring an avenue that could yield financial rewards. Now, let's bring this full circle. We've talked about design, history, scarcity, and potential. But here's the part that makes every collector's heart race. While most 2025 Rand coins are circulating and everyday, a few carefully preserved examples have the potential to reach astonishing values in specialized collector markets. These are the coins that, if discovered and properly cared for, could eventually be valued in the realm of serious investment. Some estimates suggest figures in the hundreds of thousands or even reaching up to $3 million under ideal circumstances. That's the power of rarity, history, and foresight combined. So, whether you're someone who has kept coins tucked away for decades, or someone looking to start a collection that could one day provide both joy and financial benefit, the 2020 South African 5 Rand coin deserves a second look. Pay attention to condition, provenance, and scarcity. Think strategically about how coins like this fit into your broader collection or investment strategy. You might just find that the coin you thought was ordinary is, in fact, extraordinarily valuable. Before I wrap up, remember, the thrill of collecting isn't just about potential financial gain. It's about connection, discovery, and the satisfaction of knowing that you own a piece of history. The 2025 Rand coin embodies all of that and more. It's small, unassuming, yet powerful, just like many of the collectors who recognize its worth. So, make sure you subscribe, stay updated with content that dives deep into collectibles and rare coins, and keep an eye on the treasures you might already have. That unassuming coin in your drawer today could very well be worth $3 million tomorrow. Imagine holding a coin that looks like loose change until you flip it. Then you see the fierce wildebeest, its horns swept back, muscles taut, captured in mid-stride. The design feels alive, like a moment frozen in motion. Around the edge, fine ridges provide texture, tiny detail that most might ignore. On its face, the year 2004, neatly stamped, marking an era not too long ago, yet already shrouded in nostalgia. In 2004, South Africa celebrated 10 years of democracy, and this coin was part of a special series meant to commemorate that milestone. This wasn't just currency. It was a reminder of transformation, of voices once silenced now lifted, of people who once dreamed now walking in freedom. Every rim, every engraving, every curve was meant to whisper history. Despite its commemorative purpose, this coin entered everyday life. It passed through many hands, pockets, tills, piggy banks, even the bottom of drawers. Many bore the scratches of time, the fade of metal polishing itself against decades of being exchanged, spent, forgotten. But some endured, preserved by collectors, tucked away in albums, living in protective sleeves, far from the clatter and clang of commerce. In those preserved specimens, the relief remains sharp. The wildebeest's muscles are well defined. The inscriptions are crisp. The luster still holds a soft glow, as though the coin remembers its journey through fire, change, and value. Condition matters more than you might think. Grades like uncirculated or proof separate the mundane from the extraordinary. Rarity is subtle and powerful here. It's not that the coin was never made in large numbers. It was in circulation. But very few survive in perfect condition. Few were saved with care. Fewer still escaped the wear of years. Some were lost, others damaged, many melted down or discarded. What remains has become scarce, and scarcity in collectors' eyes becomes gold. Add to that the story of symbolism. 10 years of democracy means more than a number. It is a story of struggle and liberation. It is a testament to voices rising, to unity tested and forged, to hope that carried forward. The design, not just the wildebeest, but the choice of honoring a milestone so deeply felt, gives the coin weight beyond its metal. Collectors don't just buy coins. They buy history, they buy identity, they buy a piece of something larger than themselves. Over time, whispers began. Someone in a far-off country posted an image of one near-perfect specimen. Another shared theirs tucked behind glass. Experts and amateurs alike leaned in. They examined mint marks, edge ridges, the tone of patina, the shine. Some believed they saw small variations, slight errors, misalignments in the double dies, tiny scratches that somehow enhance character. These variations, these imperfections, or their absence, became priceless. People began to ask, what is this coin really worth? Local markets priced them modestly. Auction houses saw bids increasing. Some offered in tens of thousands. Collectors crossed borders to secure them. The coin, once pocket change, became an object of desire. Now imagine that same coin being put on a global platform. A collector somewhere, having waited years, announces one of the finest known specimens, graded nearly flawless, nearly perfect in every way. The mint luster still visible, no blemishes to interrupt the details, the inscriptions sharp, the edge ridges crisp, the color undisturbed by time. A piece of metal with more heart than many works of art. The bids come in, silent, intense. Experts debate authenticity, provenance, condition. Photographs are examined. The feel of the coin becomes more important than the number stamped on it. Each potential owner imagines the weight of that moment when the gavel falls.